Hello, my beautiful friends. Happy March 3rd. Oh my goodness. If you're anything like me, life is a little crazy. It's all good. We're mostly good, right? We're trying our best to try our best and live life in this awesome quarantine-ness. Yes. So I wanted to start off today's nutrition boot camp call with a little story. Okay. So yesterday I was able to jump on the trampoline with my kids. And I'm 4 weeks postpartum with my third kid, 3 kids in 3.5 years. And I was able to jump on the tramp yesterday. And I'll be completely honest, I totally had to focus on engaging my pelvic floor. And I didn't jump very long, nor did I jump very high, but I jumped on the trampoline with my kids yesterday. And I saw this look in my daughter's eyes of oh my gosh, my mom is so cool. And she'll be 2 in June. And I think it just hit me yesterday that, oh my gosh, this cute little girl, I was pregnant when she was 1. And she's known me the last 9 months to be a big with child person. And although my pregnancy wasn't very hard, I was able to work out every day. I couldn't really run with her or hold her for very long because my lower back would start to hurt, and I was taking it easy. I couldn't my kids are super active, and we go on walks and we play baseball outside and jump on the tramp and play tag and football and soccer and all the things with their dad. And I've just been the cute mom spectator for the last, long time because I've been pregnant. And so I was finally yes, I've been able to work out every single day of my pregnancy. But it was very, very modified. And to see my little girl, oh my gosh, my mom is jumping on the tramp with us. It warmed my heart in a way that I will never be able to describe. Because I think in her little brain, it was mom just doesn't do this type of stuff with us. Mom just watches, and dad's the one that we have active fun with, right? But to be able to do that with her, it just made me so grateful for the workouts that we do, for the nutrition program that we have. And although I felt really when I was pregnant and okay, I'm doing all these things and I don't feel like it's serving any purpose. Hold on. What? Okay, that one's dirty. That's been under the tramp for a long time. Please put that in the sink. I will get you a new cup after I'm done talking to my friends. Okay? Mom life over here for real. Okay, sweetheart, just give me a second, please. Okay, then go take a nap. I'm going to choose to go get him some apple juice because I have a feeling this isn't going to end if I don't. So 1 sec. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so to have her oh my gosh, my mom can do these active things with us, it warmed my mama heart so much. And it made me so grateful for the workouts and the nutrition program, like I was saying, because when I was pregnant, I felt okay, what is the point? Why am I doing this? Why am I working out every single day and trying to eat healthy? I'm just gaining weight and gaining weight and gaining weight, and my back hurts and right, whatever, all the woe is me complaints-ness. But now that I'm on the other side, and now that I'm 4 weeks postpartum, I feel amazing. and my body looks amazing, if I can toot my own horn. And I feel energetic and I feel fabulous and I feel strong. And I'm like, oh, that's why I did those things, right? So yesterday was like happy mom day, okay? Then today, I weigh myself every Monday. I don't weigh myself every day, but I weigh myself every Monday. And I jumped on the scale today and I was like so excited to get on the scale because I was like sure that I was gonna like have an awesome weight loss because I look in the mirror and I'm like so happy with what I see. Do you want to come here? Do you want me to hold you? You want me to hold your strawberries? I'm sorry. And I gained 2 pounds. And I've been losing like 2+ pounds every week since I had my baby. And I was like, excuse me, what? Like, and then this morning I was pissed, like real pissed. And because I only weigh myself once a week and I'm not going to weigh myself tomorrow to see if I've lost any weight. I'm just going to wait till next Monday, and it will help me be more motivated to like step it up and get her done so that I can have a weight loss week. Right. But I was like mad, and I listened to my daily conference talk, which if you're not familiar with that, it's like a devotional. But it's from the leaders of the church that I belong to, which is the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And in it, I'm listening to talks by Elder Uchtdorf right now. And he's like a German, cute old man who's like the best ever. But he said something in his talk today that I was like, okay, I needed to hear that. Okay, because remember my like non-scale victory yesterday. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that I got to jump on the tramp. Oh my gosh, I feel amazing too. Like, I gained 2 pounds this last week. And yeah, sure, I've lost 20 pounds since my heaviest pregnancy. Stop. No, this is Daddy's special. No play with that, please. I love being a mom. I really do. I really, really do. It's just sometimes it's hard. Okay. But he said in this talk, forget not to be happy now. Because he's talking, this is his talk called Forget Me Not. It's about the flower Forget Me Not. But he talks about 5 specific things that he wants you to always remember. And the one that he emphasized that I heard loud and clear was forget not to be happy now. And he tells the story of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and how there, as soon as Willy Wonka announced that there were 5 golden tickets, everybody just wanted a golden ticket. And all of a sudden, a chocolate bar was not enough. It was only good enough if the chocolate bar held a golden ticket inside of it, right? What do you need? Nothing? You just want to be wiggly and whiny? So let me get to the part where I want to read from. And then he goes on to talk about a woman who had a very righteous desire to want to marry and have children and to help them grow and be fabulous humans. And she never was able to meet a wonderful man, and she was never able to get married. She did teach, and she taught grade school and was surrounded by kids every day, but she didn't see the blessing in that. She was just angry and bitter that she didn't get to have children of her own. And he goes on to say, Lila, please stop. The tragedy of this story is that this dear woman, in all her disappointment about her golden ticket, failed to notice the blessing she did have. She did not have children in her home, but she was surrounded by them in her classroom. She was not blessed with a family, but the Lord had given her an opportunity few people have, the chance to influence for good the lives of hundreds of children and families as a teacher. The lesson here is that if we spend our days waiting for fabulous roses, we could miss the beauty and wonder of the tiny forget-me-nots that are all around us. That is not to say that we should abandon hope or temper our goals. Never stop striving for the best that is within you. Never stop hoping for all the righteous desires of your heart, but don't close your eyes and hearts to the simple and elegant beauties of each day's ordinary moments that make up a rich, well-lived life. The happiest people I know are not those who find their golden ticket. They are those who, while in pursuit of worthy goals, discover and treasure the beauty and sweetness of the everyday moments. They are the ones who, thread by daily thread, weave a tapestry of gratitude and wonder throughout their lives. These are they who are truly happy. I loved that. And I was like, okay, yep, you're right. Like, I need to be happy now with exactly what I've got. And not just like in my personal weight loss journey, but in all this quarantine awesomeness and being grateful for the craziness, and for the cute kiddos that I have in my life, and for the craziness that is our everyday. And I mean, to be real, the quarantineness is not that different for us. I don't have any kids in school. I work from home all the time anyways. My husband is his own boss. He owns a landscaping company. He works by himself and he works outside, so he's still working. Really nothing is that different for us. It's just the idea of like, oh wait, now I'm home because I have to be, not because I want to be. And I can't send my kids over for a play date or ask the neighbors if they can play. Like, those little things have been the hard parts. And I'm a very social being. I like to meet with other people, but finding the joy and the happiness in the moment that we're in, I feel like, is a very important message for us right now in our personal journeys, in the situation of life with quarantine and all the things. Yes, I want to close by sharing one more thing. Okay. Oh my gosh. This is an article by a blogger, or she's an author, actually, I lied. So I'm just gonna read it because I could never say it as well as she says it. Okay, and now you're gonna hear my son's Mickey computer because he's working hard because I'm working hard. Okay, I hope you can hear me over a Lila. Every time I'm out with my kids, this seems to happen. An older woman stops us, puts her hand over her heart and says something like, oh, enjoy every moment. This time goes by so fast. Everywhere I go, someone is telling me to seize the moment, raise my awareness, be happy, enjoy every second, etc., etc., etc. I know that this message is right and good, but I finally allowed myself to admit that if it just doesn't work for me, it bugs me. That it just doesn't work for me. It bugs me. This carpe diem makes me paranoid and panicky, especially during this phase of my life. Come here. I'll hold you, but stop wiggling. Okay? Perfect timing. This carpe diem message makes me paranoid and panicky, especially during this phase of my life while I'm raising young kids. Being told in a million different ways to carpe diem makes me worry that if I'm not in a constant state of intense gratitude and ecstasy, I'm doing something wrong. I think parenting young children, and old ones I've heard, is a little like climbing Mount Everest. Brave, adventurous souls try it because they've heard there's magic in the climb. They try because they believe that finishing or even attempting the climb are impressive accomplishments. They try because during the climb, if they allow themselves to pause and lift their eyes and minds from the pain and drudgery, the views are breathtaking. They try because even though it hurts and it's hard, there are moments that make it worth the hard. These moments are so intense and unique that many people who reach the top start planning almost immediately to climb again, even though any climber will tell you that most of the climb is treacherous, exhausting, killer, that they literally cried most of the way up. And so I think that if there were people stationed, say every 30 feet along Mount Everest yelling to the climbers, are you enjoying yourself? If not, you should be. One day you'll be sorry you didn't trust us. It'll be over too soon, carpe diem. Those well-meaning, nostalgic cheerleaders might be physically thrown from the mountain. Now, I'm not suggesting that the sweet old ladies who tell me to enjoy myself be thrown from a mountain. These are wonderful ladies, monkeys probably. But last week, a woman approached me in the Target line and said the following: Sugar, I hope you are enjoying this. I loved every single second of parenting my two girls. Enjoy every single moment. These days go by so fast. At that particular moment, Amma, one of her daughters, had arranged one of the new bras I was buying on top of her sweater and was sucking a lollipop that she must have found on the ground. She also had 3 shoplifted clip-on neon feathers stuck in her hair. She looked exactly like a contestant from Toddlers and Tiaras. I couldn't find Chase anywhere, and Tish was grabbing the pen on the credit card swiper thing while the woman in front of me was trying to use it. And so I just looked at the woman, smiled, and said, thank you. Yes, me too. I am enjoying every single moment, especially this one. Yes, thank you. That's not exactly what I wanted to say, though. There was a famous writer who, when asked if he loved writing, replied, "No, but I love having written." What I wanted to say to this sweet woman was, "Are you sure? Are you sure you don't mean you love having parented?" I love having written, and I love having parented. My favorite part of each day is when the kids are put to sleep, to bed. And Greg and I sink into the couch to watch some quality TV like Celebrity Wife Swap and congratulate each other on a job well done, or a job done at least. Every time I write a post like this, I get emails suggesting that I'm being negative. I have received this particular message 4 or 5 times. If you can't handle the 3 you have, why do you want a 4th? That one always stings, and I don't think it's quite fair. Parenting is hard, just like lots of important jobs are hard. Why is it that the second a mother admits that it's hard, people feel the need to suggest that maybe she's not doing it right, or that she certainly shouldn't add more to her load? Maybe the fact that it's so hard means she is doing it right in her own way, and she happens to be honest. Craig is a software salesman. It's a hard job in this economy, and he comes home each day and talks a little bit about how hard it is. And I don't ever feel the need to suggest that he's not doing it right, or that he's negative for noticing that it's hard, or that maybe he shouldn't even consider taking on more responsibility. And I doubt anybody comes by his office to make sure he's enjoying himself. I doubt his boss peeks in his office and says, "This career stuff, it goes by fast. Are you enjoying every moment in there, Craig? Carpe diem, Craig." My point is this. I used to worry that not only was I failing to do a good enough job at parenting, but that I wasn't enjoying it enough. Double failure. I felt guilty because I wasn't in parental ecstasy every hour of every day, and I wasn't making the most of every moment like the mamas and the parenting magazines seem to be doing. I felt guilty because honestly, I was tired and cranky and ready for the day to be over quite often, and because I knew that one day I'd wake up and the kids would be gone, and I'd be the only lady in the grocery store with my hand, and I'd be the old lady in the grocery store with my hand over my heart. Would I be able to say I enjoyed every moment? No. Off? Okay. She wants to play with my ring light. It's fine. But the fact remains that I will be that nostalgic lady. I just hope to be one with a clear memory. And here's what I hope to say to the younger mama gritting her teeth in line. It's way hard, isn't it? You're a good mom, I can tell. And I like your kids, especially that one peeing in the corner. She's my favorite. Carry on, warrior, 6 hours till bedtime. And hopefully, every once in a while, I'll add, "Let me pick up that grocery bill for you, sister. Go put those kids in the van and pull on up. I'll have them bring your groceries out." Anyway, clearly, carpe diem doesn't work for me. I can't even carpe 15 minutes in a row, so a whole diem is out of the question. So here's what does work for me. There are 2 types of time. Chronos time is what we live in. It's regular time. It's 1 minute at a time. It's staring down the clock till bedtime time. It's 10 excruciating minutes in the target line time. It's 4 screaming minutes in timeout time. It's 2 hours till daddy gets home time. Chronos is the hard, slow passing time we parents often live in. Then there's Kairos time. Kairos is God's time. It's time outside of time. It's metaphysical time. It's those magical moments in which time stands still. I have a few of those moments each day, and I cherish them. Like when I actually stop what I'm doing and really look at Tish. I notice how perfectly smooth and brownish her skin is. I notice the perfect curves of her teeny elf mouth and her Asian brown eyes, and I breathe in her soft, tishy smell. In those moments, I can see that her mouth is moving, but I can't hear because all I can think is, this is the first time I've really seen Tish all day. And my goodness, she is so beautiful. Kairos. Like when I'm stuck in Chronos time in the grocery line and I'm haggard and annoyed and angry at the slow checkout clerk. And then I look at my cart and I'm transported out of Chronos. And suddenly I notice the piles and piles of healthy food I'll feed my children. Let me try. And the piles and piles of healthy food I'll feed my children to grow their bodies and minds. And I remember that most of the world's mamas would kill for this opportunity. This chance to stand in a grocery line with enough money to pay, and I just stare at my cart, at the abundance, the bounty. Thank you, God. Kairos. Or when I curl up in my cozy bed with Theo asleep at my feet and Craig asleep by my side, and I listen to them both breathing. And for a moment, I think, how did a girl like me get so lucky to go to bed each night surrounded by this breath, this love, this peace, this warmth? You want it on? Kairos. These Kairos moments leave as fast as they come, but I mark them. I say the words Kairos in my head each time I leave Chronos. No, I'm not taking that out. And at the end of the day, I don't remember exactly what my Kairos moments were, but I remember I had them. And that pain makes the pain of the daily parenting climb worth it. If I had a couple Kairos moments during the day, I call it a success. Carpe, a couple of Kairoses a day, good enough for me. I know that was long, but I think it is so powerful. And so, yes, so much yes. So we are totally stuck in Chronos right now. And like, especially with all the quarantine-ness and all the craziness of life. So I just challenge you to find your Kairos moments and to find those moments of joy, those moments of stillness where time literally does stop. And you can look around and just be so grateful for the abundance and the blessings that you have and for the things that you do have to enjoy. And I love you. And I hope that you can choose to be happy now, even though life can be hard, whether it's in your personal journey, whether it's in your journey as a mom or a wife or a school teacher or whatever it is that you have in your role. If it's a sister, a mom, I already said mom, a friend, whatever your job is, find those moments of Kairos in your life. Sweetheart, right here. Find those moments of Kairos in your life and truly stop to identify them and to say thank you, or to identify it as Kairos as you go through your day. I see a couple things in the chat I want to acknowledge before we close out. Jordan says, oh my gosh, I love that so much and definitely needed to hear that today. And then she says, yes, so much yes, love you. I love you too, girl, seriously. So I will share that article. Holland, please stop. This is not a Kairos moment, just saying, if you were wondering. But I will send that article. I'll post it in my weekly newsletter that I email, and then I will also post it in the Facebook Powerful Beyond Measure Fight Club group. So I love you, and I hope you can find some Kairos in your life. If you're on live, stay on live. We'll chat for a sec. If you're on the recording, I will see you later. I love you. Go find you some happiness, yeah?